Hello and welcome back to Jacqueline Marie's Art. So guys, I just wanted to say that if you enjoy the content and I just ask you to like, subscribe, share, it helps the channel to grow, and please drop your comments because I really love reading your comments, and if I get a chance, I'll try to respond to everything, okay? If I don't respond in a timely manner, I'll try to come back to it. All right, so thank you for tuning in. All right, so today I wanted to talk about this is Fornicators Nightmares Women's Edition Series 3. This is also a short one. This is about a young lady that had a relationship with a young man. The young man, this young lady was not the main woman in this young man's life. He had another main woman that he was seeing. And one day when the main woman was away, the what they call the side chick, she came over to their place, or over to his place rather. He didn't live with the girl, I don't think. And she, like she always did, she was there, but this time I think his main woman went away on vacation, and when she came back she couldn't find him, so she popped up at his place. So since she's the main woman, she doesn't feel, I guess, the need to call, because when you're in a relationship with a guy and you know that you're not the main woman, you when you're in a relationship with a man, unless you're completely deluding yourself, you know where you stand. You should know. You should know that, listen, this guy is just seeing me for sex only. If that's how you feel, you should know that this guy, I'm just a side chick. I will never upgrade to main chick, or this guy will never marry me. I'm just, he's just passing time with me. Or you should know that, this guy is just using me for whatever. Or, this guy is nice and generous. He helps me out, because I have that too. But he'll never choose me to be his main woman. I'm just not what he's looking for. Even though he probably takes care of you, because that does happen. So whatever position you hold in the man's life that unfortunately you guys are sleeping with, that you're not married to, you should really, your heart or your gut will tell you, like where you stand. This is not hard to figure out if you're perceptive. And with something like this, where you're giving up your body, and all your powerful emotions are in the situation, you should know where you stand. You shouldn't lie to yourself. You should be honest with yourself about, how this guy feels about you, because contrary to what a man will tell you, his actions are going to show you, because actions really, really do speak louder than words. Sometimes people don't even have to say anything verbally. Their actions alone will cover the whole conversation. So the main chick showed up at the guy's house, and he had the side chick in there. So, obviously, I guess the main chick meant something to this man, and he didn't know what to do with the side chick. There was really nowhere for, I guess, to hide her. I guess, it could have been like a relatively medium-sized apartment where he couldn't really hide her in the closet, because she probably would have been there for a long time, and the girl probably wouldn't be able to sit still in a closet like forever. Maybe she might want to come and see him, she missed him, and jump into bed with him, and then the other girl would be stuck in there. It just wasn't the ideal situation for her to hide anywhere, and she couldn't go through the front door because the main woman was already at the front door. So the guy panicked. He didn't know what to do. He did not want his main woman to come and catch him, with the side woman. So what does this guy do? He throws the side girl out the window. He pushes her straight out the window, just whoosh, straight, with no hesitation. I guess after panicking for like a few minutes, maybe a minute or two, he just pushed her straight out the window. She had a hard fall all the way down and died, and that was it. She didn't make it. So, like I said, the spirit of fornication is also the spirit of murder. I've mentioned this in other videos. All right, this is a dangerous spirit, one that should be avoided. Playing with the things that belong to the spirit of fornication is beyond dangerous. It has so much hot emotions that come out of, sex, All your emotions are tied up with your sex. They are not interchangeable. You cannot separate them. I know people like to say this is just a sex thing. No, this is a highly spiritual thing, and it involves all of the person's emotions. This includes men, even though they detach themselves. This is why a lot of people are so dark. It includes all your emotions. You cannot detach. It's a package deal. So when you're having sex with men you are not married to, you put yourself in all sorts of dangerous situations. I mean, yes, you could be in dangerous situations with your own husbands, but that's why, it's not a good idea to have sex with anyone before you move ahead with them, because this way you could see if this person is even worth moving ahead with, even into a marriage. You could seek God's guidance and He will guide you. But this is all stuff that takes time and patience. And I know in a world where we want to rush, as soon as we meet somebody, the butterflies take over and we just want to rush into bed. We don't take this part of our lives slowly. To get an education takes time and it's slow process. It's not an overnight process. To make oneself successful and wealthy, it takes a little work and a process. It's not like a fast paced thing. So this is something that needs to become, you know, that starts taking, time, that becomes a slow paced thing. You vet the person, try to see who this is, because you sleep with the guy, you are linking up your soul. You are setting yourself up to get damaged emotionally, which can lead to mental disturbance. You are setting yourself up for a major heartbreak. You are setting yourself up to be in the giver role, where the man is just a taker. You're the one doing all the giving. You're the one doing all the pursuing. You're the one, that's doing all the planning. You're the one that's just carrying the relationship, while the guy sits back and he becomes the taker. Because, like I said, the roles get reversed when you fornicate. You become the giver and the man become the taker. All right, it's really the other way around. It's supposed to be, but when you start off on this road, this is where it leads to, and that leaves a lot of ladies holding the bag, of a broken heart. They hate men, they're damaged emotionally, and it's just a long road to recovery from all this piles and piles of emotional trauma from sleeping with different men. All right, this could also come from one man. You could get damaged, badly behind one guy. So imagine if you do it more than one guy that you care about, and you bond and break. You will be in a terrible place when it comes time for you to get married, if you're fortunate enough to get to that, because getting to marriage for a lot of ladies is actually really, unfortunately, difficult, because I believe this spirit hinders the marriage. So, you cannot separate your sex, ladies. It's a lie from the pits of hell. It comes with your emotions. When you open your legs, you are opening your heart and your soul, and you're opening yourself up to immense amount of abuse, disrespect, taken for granted, used and abused financially, sexually, in every which way possible, because you're gonna be weak. A lot of people, they say love is blind, but it's just your heart is in a weakened position because you bonded yourself to the wrong person. All right, so it clouds your judgment. So they have a point with that. So yeah, this lady unfortunately lost her life messing with some guy she had no business sleeping with, and she probably knew that this guy already had somebody. Yeah, I believe from the way the thing progressed and the scenarios played out, she knew, and she put herself in that position. So yeah, it's a very dangerous thing to get involved in. It is not worth it, especially in this day and age. It's even triple not worth it now, because the men have come to realize that they do not need to give women anything to get all the valuable things from them, and they're taking full advantage of it, and you guys are just sitting back and playing your roles as doormats. All right, so let's stop participating in our self-abuse. Quit sex out of marriage. You will save yourself so much heartache. You'll save yourself money. You'll save yourself heartache. You'll save yourself time. If you quit this stuff, something beautiful is waiting for you with the right guy at the right time. And you date that guy and you marry him and you have sex with him on your wedding night. You could meet a nice guy who could wait with you. You know, they're out there, but going through all these guys who you're not married to, you know, having sex with them, it could block you from meeting that right guy. It really can. All right. So try to avoid this activity like the plague that it is as much as possible. You know how we try to avoid catching all these diseases that they have? This is a disease in itself. You should try to avoid this one, like how people try to avoid HIV. I think it's just as bad as that. I really do. It is so destructive. So the way you treat, you know, HIV, the disease itself, not a person, just say it's out in the air, you just don't want anything to do with it. This disease of sex before marriage should be treated the same way. It should be completely avoided at all cost. You will see the difference. You will save yourself so much, and in the end it'll be easier for you to let go of people that do not belong in your life. You know, it won't be so difficult to let them go. All right, so thank you for tuning in, guys. Please like, subscribe, share. It helps the channel to grow. Leave your comments. I really like to read them. And thank you again for listening. Okay, take care. Bye.